All right, Shalom Yasharallah, Shalom to the elect nation of Israel. Before we go any further within this lesson, just a quick walking talk. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Racha HaKodesh. And I also, as always, want to give double honors to the beloved elder bishops and to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Okay, the teach well and their rule well, with much blessings and salutations going out to the hopeful elect, the Akim, Wafi, Akwaf that are tuning in, and always unto the brethren laboring within this truth, scattered across the four corners of the earth, wherever you may be. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Barakatham, unto you and to your households. All right, within these evil days, these evil times in which we are living in. But, as I'm just doing, my walking, you know what I'm saying, getting some steps in. I'm just meditating, and the Lord put it in my mind, like in my spirit, because I was just wondering, I was just thinking, like, man, if you go, and if you ask, the people of today, a question like, and I've done it before, you ask people like, yo, like, if you could, like, if you had, like, the ability, to like live forever, to be immortal, would you choose that? And most people, from my experience, my little analysis, of asking, people, they'll always say no. They'll always feel like, nah, man, living already is too much. And it's really, the vibration, the reason that they say that is because people are tired of suffering. The people of this world are tired of suffering because of Esau, Edom is in rulership, bro. Life is is good, bro. Like, who would not want, like, who would not, in their right mind would not want to live forever, man, to enjoy what Yahawashi Yahawashi, okay, which is the power of life, the God of life, has created. Who wouldn't want that, man? You know what I'm saying? But the reason that, they people say that, either be Jakes or just, just people in general that give that response is because they're mourning right now, bro. All right, the scriptures talks about how, the Bible put us up on game about how when there is the wicked, all right, which the wicked is going unto, so-called white man, woman, and child, Esau, Edom, and at this point, we're so far in prophecy to where Edom, Esau is coming to the realization that, that the Caucasian man, woman, and child is the nation of Edom, and that Job 9:24, which I'm gonna grab it real quick, tells us how the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, man. All right, so the wicked has the dominion, okay, and his hand is pressing down on the inhabitants of the earth, man. This is why people are depressed, all right, weighed down, oppressed, and mainly our people, Jake, the Israelites, bro. But Job 9:24, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. So if something is given to you, it's a gift. All right. If someone gives you something, that means they're gifting it to you. So the person or the power, all right, that gave, the dominion, the rulership, of this current world, the earth right now, to the wicked was Yahawashi, for a reason and for a season. You know what I'm saying? For a season. All right, because ultimately Edom will be taken out of the way, bro. All right. But it says he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So who is it? You know what I'm saying? If the so-called white man, starting with these top bacon elite families, the Rothschilds, and the rest of these families, man, these small hats, okay, because these are the ones that control the world. They control the finances, they control the economy, they control the media, they control Hollywood. All right, they control all of it, bro. All right, their hand is on all of it. All right, but the point is, they're known to be the wicked, so they're gonna rule as the wicked rules, man. All right, and do wicked things, and this is what has the people in a state of mind to where they're bugged out, bro, to where a person would rather die than to live. And this is not what the Lord wants. Okay, the Lord Yahawashi is a living power, okay, the God of life, bro. So to hear Jake, you know what I'm saying, which scripture says ye are gods, okay, and all ye are children of Yahawashi, the Most High. And so to hear our people be down and out and tweaked out, bugged out, depressed, suicidal, not wanting to be here, it's an era, bro. And the Bible talks about that. Seek not death, the error. Seek not death, man. You're not supposed to seek suicide, man. But once again, our people are so heavily oppressed, pressed down, all right, by Esau, Edom, the system he has set up, okay, and by this current world, man, which is rooted in wickedness, man. And the only way to thrive, in this world is to be wicked. But at the end of the day, that also, there's a cause and effect for that. So this is why, Jake is in, that type of state, bro. Like, and why people are, offing themselves. They don't want to do it no more. They don't want to live no more. They can't take it, due to, the curses. Jake is under the curses. All right. And, also in a strange land. But the wicked, man, Esau, Edom. So Wisdom of Solomon 1:12 says, seek not death in the error of your life. Making mistakes or you going through it, man. Hard not life, bro. Jake is raised up, just in general, bro. Like, majority of our people, the African American, so-called African American, Negro, Latino, all right, Native American men, women, and children, bro. We are literally, raised up having a hard not life, bro. Like, once again, it's also of the curses, all right. But yet, more so, also this devil, man, Esau, Edom, all right, putting certain things in front of our people, okay, and glorifying folly, making bad things good, and putting up certain puppets, celebrities, leaders in the communities, of the Israelites, man, to where Israel looks up to these men. They look up to these women, not knowing that these people are set up to destroy you. So once you follow their ways, all right, because those that are set up to destroy Jake, those that caused Jake to err, they themselves, man, they're dibbling and dabbling with the wicked, man. So this is why we see our young men, our young women of the Lord, man, the Lord's people being destroyed, bro. Turning to thugs, rappers, ball players, whores, pimps, etc. Things of that, such. But that's not the way to be, bro. That's error. That's erroring, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's going off. And this what brings destruction. This what brings death. All right. And it says, Wisdom of Solomon 1:12, seek not death in the air of your life, and put not upon yourselves destruction with the works of your hands, man. All right. And this is what Edom wants. You know what I'm saying? We know this is talking about, offing yourself, what I'm saying? I ain't, what I'm saying? Or executing yourself, man. But, this nigga Edom got a lot to do in it, bro. All right, his sorcery, he's pushing out that thick darkness that he has upon the people, upon Jake, man, to where Jake feels like, if they don't have this or they don't have that, or if this and that, in this society, then they're nothing. When the Lord said he don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. If your spirit not right, you know what I'm saying, then you ain't nothing, bro. But the Lord sees past the carnalities, the flesh, these carnal things, the things of that people esteem so highly. And as well, it's nothing to the Creator, man. That ain't shit. So this is why our people do certain things, chase the bag, try to be known and notarized and all that shit, man. We don't give a fuck about none of that, bro, over here, bro. We care of serving Yahawashi Mashai, man, serving the Lord. So let me grab this real quick. Right? Because I'm trying to make a point, I'm trying to go somewhere with this. All right? Because at the end of the day, man, we not going to be having to do all this shit, man. Jake is not going to have to, to try to come up, try to be something, in the eyes of someone that, people that ultimately don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about you. Either that be Esau, the rest of these heathens, the other nations, or even Jake. We ain't gonna have to do none of that, bro. All right, and you're not gonna be hearing. Ain't nobody gonna be depressed, man, when Yahawashi makes his return. I mean, well, when he establishes, order on the earth, man, and life, for Israel, man. Let me see. So let me grab this real quick. And leaders. Let me see. The book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 16, it says, "For the leaders of this people caused them to err," man. Yeah, and who's leading? All right, the nation of Israel today, man. All right, Esau, Edom is behind all of it. Okay, and he has, the faces of our people set up as if, this is some type of movement or empowerment to be wicked, man, to do certain things, and if you do these things, you popping, like you like it, you on that, like you like that, man. When that's not it, bro. Like, Jake is done, bro, through. you know, falling after these people, man, and you know, ultimately, you know, trusting in carnality, man, trusting in, you know, the riches of Esau, Edom, and the things what he has to offer, bro. Like, you know, it's done, bro. And it says, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Yeah, Jacob's destroyed, bro. Like, Jake grew up watching certain movies and listening to certain music, being around all type of different environments, and you know, that ultimately what shapes them to be what they are. All right, but it's not in righteousness, man. Okay, and in you know, and even because I want to get this real quick. It says the people rejoice. All right, I want to get this, man, because I'm doing all that just to say, all right, when Yahawashi returns, bro, like, bro, the Lord is putting life on earth, bro. Like, he's coming back with life, man. Okay, and healing in his wings, as the scripture says. So Proverbs 29:1, it says, he that, let me see, verse 2. It says, when the righteous, Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And that's the point, bro. Like, you know, you're not going to be hearing, you know, any more sighing and crying. All right, when the kingdom is established, bro, and not just only for Jake, but this is going to be for all nations, man. Besides Esau, that nigga done, bro. Esau will not receive any type of mercy, bro. That's that. Scripture says how, you know, he that didn't show no mercy, he not going to get no mercy. You know, I'm roughly paraphrasing that. All right, but you know, Edom, you're done, bro. You're not going to receive any type of mercy, man. Okay, at all. But for the rest of these nations, man, when Yahawashi, okay, the King of righteousness, bro, like establishes the kingdom of heaven here on this earth, bro. Like even the other nations, man, the Chinese, the East Indians, the Japanese, the Moabites, you know, the Hamites, Cushite, all of them, bro, they're all, okay, are going to rejoice, man, because Yahawashi is coming with healing in his wings, first and foremost for, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, and Israel as a whole. But, you know, he's coming with healing to the earth, bro. He's going to restore this earth, okay, and make it beautiful, you know, make life worth living, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not you waking up and you, man, like, you mad or you sad that you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like being in that fucking depressed spirit, bro. Because this is the vibration that Esau Edom pushes out. He is death. He is as death, bro. You know? And it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. All right, and that's what it's about to come to, bro. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And you got people out here mourning, boy. Like, real, like, they mourning. You know what I'm saying? And going through it. Because it's Esau. All right, and more so, how much more these days, bro? These evil days. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12 tells us this. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. All right, going into the elect, man, and the believers, all right, of the nation of Israel, bro. Like, you know, those who believe on the name of Yahawashi, that Savior, bro, that power, you know, that ultimate highest form of authority, bro, that there is. All right, this is the time, you know, it's really tough for us to be rejoicing, because what's going on right now, man. All right, we understand, man, that Yahawashi is working and he's cutting things off. You know, prophecy is popping off. All right, Esau is being exposed. You know, things are taking place, but it's all for the benefit of Israel, for us, bro. So this is why, you know, we really gotta rejoice. World War III popping off, it's for us, bro. It's for us to get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? To like, bro, embrace what the Lord, created for us, bro. The heavens, the earth, the galaxies, the planets. Not to be bound by, these bodies of sin, you know, these fucking thoughts, that come in your mind and things, man, all that shit, bro. Like, we ain't gonna have to deal with none of this, very soon, bro. Like, everything the Lord said it was gonna happen is happening. So, and we know why it's happening. So, all praise to Yahawashi Shema Shai forever, for this, bro. For this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, and the fear of the Most High, the water Lord, the water Yahawashi Shema Shai. All right, and it says, and ye that dwell in them, because that's where our mind is at, bro. Our mind is in the heavens, bro. You know what I'm saying? We ready. We ready to go. Fuck this. Fuck this, man. You know what I'm saying? This weak human experience, man. This shit is trash. It's all vanity, as King Solomon said. But it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Yeah, to the people that dwell on here, bro. Like, to those who really, want to stay on here, like, you know what I'm saying? Those that made, Babylon the Great their home, their resting place, their comfort. Those who love this world of wickedness and evilness, man. It says destruction to them. Woe, okay, which means death and destruction to the inhabitants of the earth, meaning the people that dwell here, that lives here, bro. And it says, and of the sea for the devil, which is the wicked, man. All right, Esau Edom, he's a deceiver. Because devil, that word devil goes into diablos, which means the deceiver. You know what I'm saying? And it says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. All right, great anger, bro. Okay, great anger, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And that short time to do what? To establish, all right, to try to build, okay, his heaven. Okay, do this sixth industrial revolution, man. Okay, AIs and robots and setting up the technocracy, men merging with machine, abomination, bro. Like this nigga Esau really, trying to do this shit. Now he's talking, well, he's really doing it, not trying to, well, really, yeah, you can say trying to, man. Call it by Shema Shai 144. Because the Lord, he said how these devils, they're gonna build, but like Yahweh Shema Shai, he said he gonna throw that shit down. And we're seeing it now. Them Iranians are on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So, this is why that spirit of depression and oppression is gonna amplify more and more. But really, to the people that dwell here, we don't give a damn about this place, bro. Like, we ready to go, bro. Like, we ready to slide, bro. We ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lord, Lord, please, like, Baba Shah, like, have mercy upon us, man. We come up with you, like, let's, you know what I'm saying? And we almost there, bro. We almost at that point, bro. But, man, let it be known, man, that Yahweh Shah is about to bring life for Israel, man. For the Israelites, bro. Like, Yahweh Shah, he saves, he delivers, he is life, bro. Like, he's bringing life for us, man. Immortality, bro, for the nation of Israel only. And man, honestly, brothers, we can't wait, bro. Like, we can't wait, bro. We've been at the bottom for so long, bro, but the Lord is about to literally raise us. He's raised us up already, but he's literally about to put us on top, bro. Like, that's true mercy. That's love, man. That's Yahweh Shai. That's Yahweh Shema Shai, bro. Like, unconditional love, bro. Even the fact that, our people, majority, 2/3 of them are not going to get this understanding and wisdom and knowledge, but yet they still have, bro, they're still going to be gods, bro, like mortals. having abundance, certain things, planets and bro, like royalty, bro. We're royalty, you know what I'm saying? So, that's what we're looking forward to, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta just keep pushing, keep fighting for it. Because if we don't do it, who else gonna do it, bro? You know your people, bro. You know your people, your family, your so-called peers, coworkers, wherever people you talk. Jake. We know Jake, bro. Like, they don't have that kingdom mindset. They don't have that mentality to rise up against the evil for Yahawashi Mashai, man. And this is a stand we took. So, what I'm saying, we gonna keep standing, bro, and like, what I'm saying, until the mission is done. Lord willing. Lord willing, we endure. We all endure to the end, man. Because we in the end, may we endure into salvation. All right. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Lord willing was edifying. Damn. I hope I hit the point. I hope it was edifying some way, shape, and form, bro. But like, bro, greatness awaits. So in closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Racha HaKudash, the Wadi Yahawashi Mashai, for giving me the spirit to do this